I didn't know anything about belts. You know, like I guess being a collector, depending on what it is, everybody's got their own personal preference. I'm showing these belts because this was like the first belt that I actually got. And this belt, you know, I'm always on a budget. You know, belts can be kind of expensive. I always brought them on sale. And I think I have about, this is 3 here. I have another one in another room. And I just purchased the one that I'm going to premiere here in this video. So this one here was about 89 bucks. It sufficed because I just wanted something because I was a fan and it was fun and sufficed at the time. If you happen to get a good sale, you want to take advantage of it. So I made sure that, you know, these belts, each belt that I purchased was at a pretty good deal for me. I think that was the second belt I purchased and get this started. So this is more of a closer look at a belt. I'm not going to pull these out. The one I am going to pull out, because I'm going to do a comparison. The reason why I'm doing this is because I just didn't know at the time. So let me go into what this is all about. I thought one of the best belts that definitely personified and captured a world champion, or was reflective of a world champion belt, was Big Gold. Of course, everybody knows Big Gold. And at the time, I thought I knew about Big Gold. And within purchasing this, I didn't know a damn thing about Big Gold. Now, this belt has some weight to it. It's pretty heavy. For me, as you can see, it's a WWE belt. I didn't do too much so far as really wearing it or anything. I think I may have put it on once. But for those who also done segments on this belt, I think they've done a great job at detailing and kind of showing the belt's flaws. So here's the logo. Let's give it a while for this thing to kind of focus. For the price that I got of this belt, I was extremely happy and satisfied until I saw people talk about the Fandu belt. And when I saw that, I was like, I'm saving money. I got to have it. I'm just going to tour this belt. Let me just pull this out. First of all, the big thing is people always talk about it. It's extremely flat, like a pancake, piece of paper, whatever you want to call it, and it has its limitations to it. So here we are. I'm just going to focus in a little bit and show Big Gold WWE style. Or when I grew up, it was I grew up really young watching it, and not religiously, but on occasion, and it was WWF at the time. And WWF to me still is that nothing can take that name away, but through legal reasons, I understand why they had to change it. You still have the plastic on this thing. I didn't take it off. There's your snap box. And what's interesting, this is really the first time I'm kind of looking at this because it's sat in the cabinet for a while. But I'm just noticing, like, it almost seems to have a curve here on these plates that I haven't noticed before. I'm just going to pan around. Very reflective, but, I'm like, man, for the price that I paid, I might as well just save up some more and go ahead and get the, get the Fandu, get something that's close to authentic. And even though I got the Fandu, I got an imperfect Fandu. So I'm going to leave this one here. There are a lot of other reviews online, so I think people who are familiar with this belt, you kind of know what it's all about. I thought the crocodile backing was extremely unique. Don't know why they did it. I like that they did do it with this belt. However, I guess that's their way of stamping it or branding it theirs and saying, hey, this is ours now. Ever since, throughout the history, they've captured it, and everything is unified under one roof now to an extent. It's very stiff. You can see this strap here is like vinyl. It's very synthetic. The plates aren't too bad. They did a relatively decent job on the engravings and the etchings. I have never seen a Fandu belt up close and personal. So as I'm revealing this, basically you'll be experiencing it with me. Let's turn it over. There's their official logo. Their branding there. Again, you got your Croc back. It's got some weight to it. I don't know what this is, but I'll say this again. What I think constitutes a championship belt, it should have, I think, in my opinion, the globe on there. You know, if you're going to be a champion of, you know, world heavyweight champion, then the globe should be on the belt somewhere. There's a lot of belts, and, you know, I do like different belts that sometimes stray away from that formula, but that's kind of what I look for. When we were doing our in school, I made the belts, and it's one of those things. If this was the big gold, I had my version of, I guess you had the big green that Hogan had in the 80s. My belt would have been the big blue. Old plate was the world, because to me, if you're the world champion and you're certainly kicking ass around the globe, then the globe should be prominent on the belt. This box is heavy as hell. I could like knock somebody over the head with it and literally take them out with no joke here. So let's do the unveiling of this Fandu belt and make some comparisons. I'm laughing already because I just know from some other videos that I've seen, or I know what to kind of expect, because there's been nothing but good things said about this belt, and there's been nothing but I think people who've been, just where expectations are concerned, I don't think they've never understated it. It's always been one of those things that people have certainly said it was a memorable thing. Look at this, man. Already, this is one of these. Look how this shit just. My favorite wrestler was the Ultimate Warrior. Let me just say, wrestling-wise, now, there were some things that were kind of questionable with his personal life that I wasn't a fan of, but I was a fan of the character of the Warrior. And I'm going to tell you why. Reason being, because the Warrior was one of those guys, if you know anything about wrestling, he was, like, in my opinion, one of the first ones he just didn't talk the talk. He actually held Vince McMahon up to a lot of shit that Vince promised and didn't deliver on. And then not only that, I don't think a lot of people, but the first dude to win 2 titles, it was just unbelievable. Let me stop talking. My God, look at that. Yeah, this is what it's all about. Oh my God, look at this 4mm plates. I wasn't sure. Look at that. Shit, like literally has taken my breath away. All right. Purple. The purple would be definitely unique, outstanding. I don't like the norm stuff, the normal. I wanted something that, you know, no pun intended, had some flair to it. I thought from a standpoint of color, listen to that. This is like, oh my goodness, man, the comparison here, there is none. I mean, this is a true, or this is the closest thing I would think you would, Jesus, and this belt is heavy as hell. I think I've seen, this is, I actually ordered I think this is the hanging belt piece for the snap box. And here are your rivets here. I'm just kind of enamored with the quality of this. It's one of those things where, geez, from every other belt that I've purchased. Now I got this on sale because it's November. They had an actual, like a early Black Friday sale that I took advantage of. And I think the belt was like it's an imperfect belt. I haven't even begun, or don't even care where the imperfection is, or it does not matter. The plate, the etching, I mean, this is incredible. Imperfect. You're getting a serious deal here. All hands in praises to Fandu. I mean, thick plate. I got the ruby red crowns here. All right, let's go ahead and do the comparison. They're right here side by side. Here we have the Fandu, and here we have, I don't know what you want to call this. This is just a poor imitation. Nice, very loose strap here, and I know it's synthetic. I'm gonna have to eventually kind of put this on just for the fun of it. One of the things that was important to me is just look at the detailing. This is the dual belt here because I wanted the gold and the silver because I thought the contrast would be very nice and it would play and balance really well off of this purple here. There's the Warrior there. And talk about a contrast because Warrior never had anything to do with this belt. But this is just my personal preference. I wanted something that was going to stand out. I thought this gold would just play off just wonderfully with that purple. And the other color choice that I was going to get was the green strap. That I think that would have been just as beautiful. I mean, it's there again. This plate and this etching by itself alone is just out fucking standing. And it's going to be one of those things that's just like, whew. Yeah, I would have to say my favorite belt by choice. There's another belt that I have that I'm going to have to probably show. And it's a World Series 1 belt. It's very well done. It's supposed to be real leather. I'm not sure if that's the case. But it has all of the titles and stuff on the side plating. Which I think there again, that's important too. If you're going to be representing the world, those things to me should be something that should be shown somewhere on the belt, you would think. Andre Belt was the second runner-up, and I still may get that one. I know that's a massive belt within itself, but that's another belt to me that's a good representation of a champion. And so that's going to be kind of, I think, on my list too. With what you can get, I think is, and how, if you save and just kind of watch online, I think you can really capitalize on getting a good deal like I did with this belt here. I think for the money, I mean, more bang for the buck. I mean, you cannot beat it. I think I paid I got this one on sale too during the Christmas sale. I think I may have had about a year and a half now. I can't recall, but I think I paid maybe $199 for this belt. And look at the quality. I put another whatever. This belt was I would say $230 or something. So another $30, and look what you get. And there again, I just didn't know. At the time, I had no idea. I got this belt thinking it was the top of the line, and that because WWE manufactured it, that it would be of high-end quality. But I didn't know anything about belts like that, and I was completely wrong. There again, when I saw what Fandu can do and has done, what they always do, I just knew that eventually I would get around to purchasing one. Look at the thickness in that plate there. And it's no wonder this thing has the weight that it does. Look at the pancake, the flapjack. I mean, let's just hold them up. Let's just do them both like this. I'm not going to go into the detailing of really breaking down the differences because I think those who want to collect, those who collect, you get the idea. This does have weight to it, and you can see the difference that it's even a larger belt. However, it lacks the authenticity that this belt carries. I mean, I would think this is like the closest you can get to like the real damn deal here. You just cannot beat the quality. There again, this belt is stunning in every sense of the word. Deep etching. I love that beautiful texture that you see. everything about it. The beaded like texture there. The gold, the plate on this, the jewels, they really just sparkle. Look at the deep etching there. You get a good feel and sense of just the design quality of this belt. It's miles apart from this other thing here. So it's good to have both to compare. However, you know, when you have something of that stature and quality, it makes you want to, this one that's being shown now, makes me want to think about putting this one up for sale. It's been there getting preserved in a case. It hasn't really been, I mean, that's the only reason why I purchased it. It's a joke, man. It is a joke. I mean, you're talking about champagne being this pedigree here, and then you're talking about, I hate to say it, but you know, the beer budget, good beer budget, but nevertheless, the quality, and if figuratively speaking, the taste. You know, I want to be a connoisseur of wine or whatever. This would be fine wine, and this would, I don't know what the hell this would be, but I don't think for my palate it would suffice. For the money, there again, I think this is extremely, you know, affordable. You're getting here for the money. I mean, just outstanding. It far surpasses that thing there. Far surpasses it. So anyway, that's, you know, my rant and my review. You witnessed it as I witnessed it. I pulled it out of the box. I just, you know, it took about less than a week. The shipping and the response time was just like, Fandu's on it. They know what they're doing. I heard nothing but great reviews about them. I'm going to write a good review and how satisfied I am with this. Customer service, top notch. And without question, I mean, I'll be purchasing again from them for sure. Once I save up enough pennies for belt number or whatever it will be. But they've got a loyal client and customer within me here, because if the quality is this good, I'm certainly going to be coming back again. Thank you for watching, and hope you enjoyed this. Thanks.